Senator Rice, and good morning, folks.
Good morning.
It really is an honor to be here on what I think is a significant day and really at a pivotal time in our state's democracy. As Senator Rice mentioned, my name is Ryan Haygood. I lead the New Jersey Institute for Social Justice, where we focus on expanding democracy, a fair and inclusive economy, and criminal justice reform. As Senator Cunningham mentioned, today is the anniversary of Congress's approval of the 15th Amendment. And folks here know that that is an amendment that was to guarantee the right of every citizen to vote regardless of their race or their prior condition of servitude. Today, I think New Jersey has an important chance to lead the nation in finally realizing the promise of the 15th Amendment. That is to create a fair and inclusive democracy where every citizen has the right to vote. Specifically here today, New Jersey has an opportunity to lead the nation by serving as a national example of how we build an inclusive democracy by restoring the vote to nearly 94,000 people who are on probation, parole, and in prison. And so I am therefore humbled and proud to stand with Senator Rice and Senator Cunningham and Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter and Assemblywoman Cleo Tucker and many as we champion what is a piece of historic legislation to do just that. My colleague Scott Novakowski at the Institute recently wrote a really powerful report. It was titled, "We Are 1844 No More, Let Us Vote." And in this report, Scott talks about how we often hear about how racist southern states built whole democracies on the premise of excluding black and other people of color and women. These stories are often about how racist southern legislatures built democracies based on a foundation of exclusion. But what is less well known, as Scott writes in this report, is the way in which northern states share this long and painful history of exclusion, including New Jersey. Here in New Jersey, as what was mentioned, New Jersey was the first northern state to restrict voting to white men. New Jersey opposed the Emancipation Proclamation, and it was the last northern state to abolish slavery. And following the Civil War, New Jersey refused to ratify the Reconstruction Amendments. It was against this historical backdrop of exclusion that New Jersey further restricted access to the ballot box by denying the right to vote for people with criminal convictions in 1844, the same year that New Jersey restricted voting to white men only. Thus the title of Scott's report, "We Are 1844 No More, Let Us Vote." Today, New Jersey denies the right to vote to more people than the total population of Trenton, the city where we are standing today. It denies the right to vote to more people than live in the cities of Camden, Hoboken, Montclair, and in each of more than 150 other cities in the state of New Jersey. And although black people comprise just 15% of New Jersey's overall population, they represent incredibly almost half of those who've lost their voting rights following a criminal conviction. Indeed, owing to population increases, more black people in New Jersey today are denied the right to vote than were prohibited from voting prior to the passage of the 15th Amendment. Indeed, owing to population increases, more black people in New Jersey are disqualified from voting today than were prohibited from voting in New Jersey prior to the passage of the 15th Amendment in 1870. New Jersey has also the unfortunate distinction of having the worst racial disparities in incarceration in the adult and youth systems. A black adult is 12 times more likely to be incarcerated than a white adult. And in the youth system, a black child is 30 times more likely to be incarcerated than a white child. 30 times, even though the data shows that black and white people, youth and adults, mostly commit most crimes at about the same rate. New Jersey's law, therefore, has the effect of importing racial discrimination and these racial disparities from the criminal justice system into the political process, accomplishing what the now prohibited poll taxes, grandfather clauses, and literacy tests explicitly sought to do, which was to disproportionately deny the right to vote to black people. But today, we have not assembled for the purpose of judging New Jersey by its dark past, or on the worst thing that New Jersey has ever done. Instead, today we are standing here collectively to embrace this important opportunity to turn the corner on this shameful history. And to do so, we're focused on this particular moment to work with Senator Rice and Senator Cunningham, Assemblywoman Sumter and Tucker, and all of our elected officials, our new governor, more than 80 organizations and growing, and thousands of people across the state of New Jersey to say that we are 1844, no more, let us vote. The truth is, folks, that New Jersey cannot deny a person the right to vote, whether they are in prison, on parole, or on probation, because of a criminal conviction. No one should lose their fundamental right that is sacred, that right that is precious, because of a criminal conviction. And in fact, given this difficult national moment, I think our marching orders are clear that we are to effect change from the ground up in our communities. That if change is going to happen, and it will happen in the way that it always has, from the ground up in our communities, not from Washington, D.C. down. New Jersey has an important opportunity that we should not miss to serve as a bright light for progressive action on building an inclusive democracy that the country can look to as an example. To do that, we must erase this moral stain on our democracy and join Maine, Vermont, and most Western democracies by ending the practice of denying the vote to people with criminal convictions. We have to declare that indeed we are 1844, no more. Let us vote. Thank you.